Hey, yeah, it's James. Today I'm going to be sharing how to be free from your phone. So, I guess firstly, why do we want to be free from our phones? Because obviously phones are neutral, they're not good or bad, but how we use them can be. And I think for me, it's not about what I'm distracted by, it's about who I'm distracted from. And that's why I want to spend less time on my phone, I want to spend more time with God. Blah blah blah, obvious. Yeah. So for me, that's my purpose in wanting to spend less time on my phone. So it's more of like a maturity thing, I think, in just not being slave to yet another thing the world throws at us. And really the secret to this is just dying to self and crucifying the flesh and stuff like that, having God renew your mind and learning how to take thoughts captive. It's literally the answer to every kind of freedom. But anyway, let's talk social media. How do we be free from social media? So I think there are two really easy ways. I guess an initial one would be just don't have it if you don't need it. But I have Facebook and Instagram currently. Even praying about this, I was like, God, do I even need Facebook and Instagram? Can I delete them? And I didn't, but in the future, who knows? So, number one is unfollow people on Facebook or mute them on Instagram. So, on Facebook, you can be friends with people but unfollow them, which basically means you get none of their content in your newsfeed. Yeah, it's the secret, I think. Well, one of the secrets to be freed from social media. It's just I have however many friends I have. I literally get 25, 30 people's posts come up, which isn't very much at all. And the same for Instagram. You can follow people but you can mute them. So Instagram lets you mute their stories and or their posts separately, so I do both. I also try and only go on social media once a week, so sometimes I'll do like 2 times, I don't know, maybe 3 times or something, but whatever. I aim for one to go on social media, to do Facebook and Instagram just on a Friday. And because of having basically no one's content come up, it takes me like 5 minutes to get through Facebook and Instagram, which is just amazing basically, and I spend so little time. And even when I go on during the week, there's nothing that comes up really. I have like 2 or 3, maybe like 5 posts that will kind of show up as new things. On Facebook I do follow a few pages as well, and so I get a few more things on that. But yeah, it just takes me no time at all because I've made it that way, and I've not really missed out on anything that was important, other than I think some friends got engaged that I missed because I don't really use Facebook. And other than that, that was 4 years ago. Literally nothing's happened since then that I've been like, oh, I didn't know that and I wanted to. So that's social media. I sometimes used to joke with my mum that her news app was her version of social media, because there's a news feed and it involves scrolling and you can really get stuck on there scrolling for ages. So maybe it's worth including the news app as like a little caveat to social media, of something to be free from, or just like try not to be addicted to. I guess playing games on your phone is another one that people get stuck on. So for me, I just don't have any games on my phone. A really simple solution. If I'm bored or waiting at a bus stop or something and I have 5 minutes to kill, I'll try and, I don't know, spend time with God, do something like listening to God, practice the presence of God, or do something more useful than play a game. You know what I mean? whatever the thing is that makes you spend time on your phone, maybe doing less of that as an individual thing rather than seeing it as just your phone in general, splitting it up into social media, news, games, whatever else. Maybe that might be more helpful, and trying to kind of pinpoint each thing and spend less time on each thing. Don't know. I guess the last thing is to spend less time on your phone overall. So Apple and Android both have such thing as downtime, where basically you can turn it on and off, or you can schedule it, and all your apps, or all the ones that you set, automatically are disabled when you either turn it on or have it scheduled to turn on. And it's incredible. So on iPhones, they kind of grey out a little bit and they look like they're disabled. And if you click on it, it will say this is like you've reached your time limit on this app or something. And here it is. So sport my little The Surrendered Life logo as my phone background. Settings, screen time, downtime. I have downtime on my iPhone to be scheduled on between 7:30 and 8, so 7:30 p.m, 8 a.m, and mine also is off from 7:30 p.m. on a Friday to 8 a.m. on a Sunday, so I have a whole day of Saturday off as well. You can also give individual apps specific time limits. Yeah, so that's another thing that you can do just to be on your phone less, is make your phone kind of make the decisions for you, which is helpful. So yeah, there you go. There is how I spend less time on my phone. As I said, for me it's about being able to spend more time with God, and so it's not what I'm distracted by, it's who I'm distracted from, and I want to spend more time with Him and stuff. So yeah, hope that's helpful, and I'll see you next time.